Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Blank Check here, and hey, new week, new episode. This time, The Gift of Mod Pie. This one was fun. As I did with the crystalling, this video will be an amalgamation of a recap and a review and a reaction, everything but the kitchen sink. If you just want to see my reaction, links will be provided in the description. And as always, spoilers. Watch the episode first, then come to see my thoughts. And this time, I'm not quite so sleep-deprived, so maybe my thoughts will be more coherent. Pinky's taking it like a pro. No! 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 Why would you?
You're right.
No! Anyway, that's enough pleasantries, let's jump in. We start things off on the friendship train as Pinky and Rarity are going to Manehattan once again. We are immediately introduced to a couple new background characters, and I'm not sure if they are specific references or not, but we are also reacquainted with some characters we met back in the previous heartwarming episode, namely the mother from Home Alone, as well as Steve Martin and John Candy from Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Definitely worth the watch if you haven't seen it, it's a classic. Then we learn the reason for this trip. Rarity is expanding her fashion empire, taking over yet another poor, unsuspecting city. She feigns a professional attitude just long enough for some great Pinky faces and comedic timing, and then she's completely enamored by the sights that should be pretty familiar by now. I like to think that this is explained by her having the memory of a goldfish, and she just forgets what the city looks like every time she looks away.
And while it's lovely how excited you are, there's absolutely no chance of me getting swept into the...
I won't give up, no I won't give in, till I reach the end and then I'll start again. No, I won't leave, I wanna try everything, I wanna try even though I could fail. Oh, 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 try everything. Jokes aside, it is pretty great to see her personal storyline continue to push forward. Her career is legitimately taking off, and times are a-changin'. We exit the train station to find a few familiar faces from Rarity's trip with AJ, along with a Mad Men reference, plus the stone-solid foundation and spelling bee champion of the Pie family. Oh yay! Oh, that's a...
You know what that spells?
Mud.
It spells mod.
You win the spelling bee!
Yay!
Great job! And little can make me more excited than seeing Maud's bright, cheerful face in an episode. So far in the show, as far as I'm concerned, she can do no wrong, and she proves it yet again with this outing. Her overly reserved and nonchalant attitude provides plenty of entertainment as it clashes against Rarity's attempts to socialize. And as always, the complete contrast to Pinky's attitude provides plenty of fun. It turns out, Pinky sets out a day to celebrate and exchange gifts with each one of her sisters, aptly named Psst. Wait, what?
Okay, what's the secret? Huh?
Bzzt.
You just said psst. No, not psst. Psst. P-S-S-S-D.
What?
Mr. Surprise Swap Day.
Okay, thank you for telling me that. I would have never known. Also, oh yeah! This makes me really hope we see 2 more episodes covering this. One in particular. We get a radical transition shot. Then we get some foreshadowing that the city may not be as welcoming as little old Ponyville. While Maud is busy buying a gift for Boulder's family, Rarity contemplates eating this poor fellow's face. Then Pinky brings up the idea of buying a rock pouch for Maud, so she can finally trump her sister's expert gift-giving prowess.
But this year is going to be different.
She always gets me awesome rocks.
I'm getting her a gift that's as good as the ones she always gets me.
Volcanic basalt. They decide to subtly sightsee and swing by that particular shop while Maud is distracted, which is not an easy task. Girl has the senses and reflexes of a hawk. And Pinky doesn't make it any easier as she persistently promises the others that her gift will be the gift to end all gifts. Let it be known that none shall claim the greatest gift of all time ever again, for the pink mare of prophecy has outdone all that was, is, and will be covered in wrapping paper. After more evidence that the city isn't all that friendly, but is forward-thinking in that ponies seem to be getting tattoos in places other than their butts here. Oh geez, that guy is greasy. The trio sets off to tour Manehattan. First stop, the pony analog of the Statue of Liberty, which is cuter than it has any right to be. Then things get very tight as Rarity's introduced to one of the many, perks of finding property in the city. Hey, get your hoof off my tail! Darling, that's your hoof. Oh yeah, silly me! Next, it's off to Rockefeller Plaza. Trotterfeller Plaza? I don't know. Where Maud shows that Pinky's skating position during winter wrap-up wasn't a fluke, it just runs in the family. Pinky defaces a local map with her special Twilight Sparkle crayon, and after being chastised by Rarity, she decides to kindly donate it to a poor fellow who can only afford soup. Waiter, there's a crayon in my soup. It adds texture. Rarity employs the most clever of distractions to allow Pinky to slip away and snag that sack. Truly, her social strategy is as incredible as her designs. Then, Pinky? Are you okay? Would you like to sit down? Pinky, why are you grabbing that knife? Pinky, wait, no, hold on, Pinky, wait, no, put it down, please, Pinky, oh god!
It's the only restaurant in the city with nepheline cyanide in their bathroom tiles.
That's too close a word to cyanide. I'm scared. Anyway, Rarity listens as Maud tells the long, arduous journey behind her relationship with Boulder, and I'm really disappointed that we did not get to hear the entire thing. That's an origin story that needs to be told. But maybe it's the mystery behind Boulder that really gives him that sex appeal of his. Pinky finds the rock pouch, and she's just kind of a lost cause at this point. Someone should probably alert the psych ward, give her a nice padded room next to Screwloose, and call it a day. But she discovers that the owner of the shop has taken a sudden trip with family that has forced the shop to close. But seeing the shady side of this city, I have to wonder if that's the entire truth here. And there's no way a store that specializes in rock pouches can lead to a sustainable income by itself. So maybe the shopkeep found his way into a nasty deal, and some pony recommended that he take that trip for his own safety. Or this is all just part of Pinky's drug-filled hallucination, which is seeming more and more likely as time goes on. Pinky attempts to break and enter while causing a noise violation, and the police arrive to put down the raving lunatic. But Pinky's reached the point where she can feel no pain, so law enforcement efforts are to no avail.
But not
oh no.
Am I not getting my sister the greatest present in the history of...
Pinky, don't shake the police officer! No, you're gonna get arrested! Is Maud gonna have to break her out of jail? After losing her wanted level, Pinky meanders back to the restaurant and explains her troubles to Dresshorse. And I just love how this angle makes her muzzle look. It's a super cute scene, embellished by her exaggerated movements. Anyway, the rock pouch is a no-go, so Pinky tries to eat away her sorrows in a frankly amazing looking dessert. Oh.
What happened?
Oh my.
Did you Maud?
That is, diabetes. But Rarity encourages her, saying there are plenty more gift options out there, and she's going to help her friend find the most perfect one. Soon after, we get a nice reference to the Tom Hanks movie Big, another classic that should be watched at least once. The intro theme tries to sneak its dirty little fingers back into the show, but Pinky stops it before it oversteps its bounds, thank goodness. You already had one this episode, you are not getting any more. Then Rarity tries to find out Maud's favorite animal. Hint, it performs impressively well on the Mohs hardness scale. Next, we move on to Breakfast at Tiffany's. This episode's just full of references. I suppose that comes as a given whenever you tackle New York as your setting. Rarity's defeated twice now, but she's no quitter. She corners Maud in the market and throws everything but the kitchen sink in her face, And I'm honestly a little surprised that she did not throw a kitchen sink. That seems like a pretty easy gag here. Twilicane, or Scepter for those of you who are determined to nitpick everything, makes its return. And I've decided that my headcanon here is that a manufacturer has simply licensed Twilight's face, and her celebrity status means these things are selling like hotcakes. Apparently, in Equestria, Shark jumps you! The book from Inspiration Manifestation apparently exited Spike's system unharmed. I don't want to think about that too much. And then Smarty Pants pops back up, so I'm assuming Big Mac no longer has a friend to hug when he goes to bed. Now, I really want to see a full episode dedicated to Smarty Pants' epic journey through Equestria, being picked up by an eagle at Sweet Apple Acres while Mac's out in the field, then snatched by a passing Griffin ambassador to the Zebralands. Smarty Pants' incredible journey. Make it happen, Hasbro. But Maude doesn't take to anything except geological formations, so Rarity's at a loss.
What is it? You have to tell me!
It's just hanging out there. I like you, Rarity. Kiss.
All of this?
Ew.
She likes a crack!
It's a hell of a drug. Boulder's hanging out with extended family. The one on the left has a pretty dry sense of humor. The middle gets salty easily, but is altogether a solid dude. And the fellow on the right just got out of a rocky relationship with his ex-wife, who too often took him for granted. I regret nothing. We get a good look at some of the market toys. I kind of want that worm, but that lime with legs and Twilight's horn looks a bit seedy. But Rarity spots the exact bag Pinky was looking for, so Pinky moseys on over and pleads for the bag. This little Buscemi guy here.
Really need this pouch.
Gold tooth. Oh man.
Really.
This is like a low-level
Well, you know,
thug.
pouches like this are really hard to come by these days.
One of the expendable mob members. And this Steve Buscemi guy, who couldn't possibly be untrustworthy in any way, shape, or form, decides that the going rate for a pouch is a party cannon. Here we get confirmation that Pinky's cannon is her one and only. She does not keep extras around for party emergencies, and she leads a decidedly monogamous lifestyle with it. Which makes it all the more heartbreaking when faced with a decision between her happiness and her sister's. But she chooses Maude in what is a really awesome character moment for the Pink Pony. She returns to Rarity with the pouch, and the unicorn is initially very excited to see her friend successful. But Pinky's not being her happy, hyper self, so Rarity tries to remind her how she's supposed to act. I love this scene. It's so much fun, and Rarity goes to extreme lengths to replicate Pinky's usual attitude to a T, coupled with a perfectly straight-faced closer, which leads her to finding out that Pinky did the unthinkable. It was perfect.
Is your party cannon lost somewhere in the big city? Well,
Oh
I
no!
wouldn't say it's lost.
It's all lost and
I
alone!
know where it is, it's just...
On the back streets!
I can clearly see that something's bothering you, and I want to help.
It's gonna form a drug
help
habit,
you unless you tell me what the problem is.
spiral into
Oh,
chaos.
there's no problem.
And she tries to talk her friend out of things, but Pinky puts on her mask and sucks up her feelings for the sake of both Rarity and Maude. Then we get an appreciably subtle new toy advertisement, and the show gives us possibly the best duet of these 6 seasons. Afterward, Pinky and Maude finally exchange gifts, and Pinky convinces me that she has specialized gift wrap for every pony in Equestria. Maude gets her bag and Boulder is content, and Pinky shows Rarity the true meaning of friendship. For the, Pinky?
Just open them already!
Is it rock flavored? Sedimentary. Maude bought Pinky confetti for her cannon, and Pinky accepts the gift like a champ, not hinting in any way that she gave up her prized possession. Great stuff going on in this scene as Pinky really proves her selflessness for her family. However, when Rarity and Maude are taking Boulder to his playdate, Rarity snaps like a twig. She tries to run from the situation, but Maude has teleporting abilities that would make Sans blush, and the truth comes spilling out, conveniently for our 20-minute runtime. Pinky then gives us one of the saddest dang faces possible. This is true sadness here, not the exaggerated, enormous frowns or waterfalls of tears. Pinky has lost a part of herself, and this look just cements the heartbreak for the viewer. But Maud called her over to confirm that the cannon is gone, and then she goes to get it back, with or without her friends, while Rarity gives her best face to mix awkwardness, remorsefulness, and an urgent need to pee.
To get your cannon back.
Oh snap. There should have been like a hard cut there with rock music playing, like, yeah! Back in the depths of the city, we get another sighting of Don Draper and Roger Sterling for the other 4 of you in the audience who watched Mad Men, and then Maud used her inherent bloodhound-like senses to track down the perpetrator of the trade, who has apparently not moved from his street corner. Stoop kid's afraid to leave a stoop! Then Maud brings the pain. She doesn't care how many bones she has to break, how many necks she needs to snap. She's going to get Pinky's cannon back.
Please.
Oh god.
Oh, I've never seen her
I'm
like
scared.
This. Look at the fire in her eyes.
Rarity tries to warn Buscemi that he's made a grave mistake, but his fate was determined the moment he made the trade. There's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. She is going to find you, and you're going to be sorry you were ever born. I pity the mortal who finds himself beneath the hooves of Maud Pie.
I'd like to return this pouch.
Oh god, there was no please there. Oh man, the next step was...
Turn down that fire in your eyes!
The only tooth left in his mouth would be the gold one. Every other one would be removed. Anyway, let's just say Maud got the cannon back and leave it at that. Pinky reminisces. The pioneers used to ride these babies for miles. Maud informs Pinky that gift-giving isn't a contest, it's the thought that counts. Which is a good lesson to attach to this one. I approve, as it didn't feel forced or tacked on. Yeah.
It's an expression of love. Always make sure to give your gifts with lots of love. That's
LOL.
why I always love them. And you. 5 ever. That's even longer than 4 ever.
You know, when Maud says it, it's okay. Maud is pleased with today. The level of bloodshed was adequate. Finally, Rarity brings the Pie Duo to one more stop. Her new Manehattan storefront.
Washing your hooves for a long time. We've got a train to catch here. I know. There is one more
washing your
sight
hooves.
we must see before we leave.
Is that an innuendo? One more sight. My face! The most beautiful sight in all Equestria. Oh yeah, that was the premise of this episode. That was quite a tangent we went on there, huh? But the Fashion Empire is going to keep moving regardless of if you're paying attention or not. Perhaps the true lesson of this episode. Then, Pinky reveals that she and Maud have decided to permanently include Rarity into their little holiday, and they only had to sacrifice a perfectly good acronym to do it. But Rarity's touched, and she's now an honorary member of the family along with Applejack. Looks like the Pies are one step closer to world domination, and we didn't even notice. One of us. Maud needs to see an optometrist, and Pinky tails off the proceedings with one more cannon blast. I don't know if I've ever heard the word cannon spoken so many times within 20 minutes, outside of a Civil War documentary. And there we have it. This episode was pretty heartwarming. It felt a lot like Season 5's heartwarming episode, of course with the Pie family parallels, but also with the inclusion of friends and family traditions, and the idea of sacrificing something of your own for the sake of family, though this time in a more tangible sense. Both Pinky and Rarity were in top form here, as well as Maud, but that goes without saying. And the episode flowed very well. I was pretty surprised when I saw the ending credits pop up. It's definitely my favorite Manehattan episode, and I'd certainly call it an above-average outing for the show. I'm not going to compare it to the premiere right now, because they're so different and so recent. That said, my LPMs, laughs per minute, were much higher here than in the premiere. That doesn't necessarily decide quality, but it's a factor. But overall, I think this season has started off on pretty decent footing. I look forward to seeing what's to come. And wow, this review was much longer than I originally thought it would be. I did actually script this one out, I had time to do that, and it turns out words take a long time to speak. But thank you so much if you've made it this far. I hope you enjoyed my silliness in this one. I'm going to take the advice I received in the comments last time and go out with something special. See you guys around.
Boulder promised his cousin a postcard.
I'll just leave you two to your...
I love Maud so much. Alright.
Moved him.
Oh man. I love Maud so much.
Especially the glaciation of the sloping strata. It's breathtaking.
Situation.
Maud's gonna lose her mind when she sees the gift I'm giving her! The Canterine Cook isn't that kind of restaurant.
Yeah?
Okay. We'll stay here and distract me.
Oh
It was
yes.
a dark and stormy night. Little did I know that my life was about to change forever.
Wondering, any chance you could see yourself with it?
Only if I had a mirror.
Now, Maud, I know you...
Boulder says they're all too stuck up.
This! Or this.
Sports ball.
Or this.
Oh.
Sure wish I had something to carry you around in.
What?
Supposed to be all...
Your...
Oh, I'm so excited I got a rock pouch. I say excited a lot when I'm actually just kind of excited. This time I'm really excited. Can you fire off your potty cannon? Hey, where is your cannon? It's the Pie Sisters birthday song!
That's great.
Hey. Play nice.
Oh, I'm so ready to see what you like the pouch. Especially considering what Pinkie Pie had to give. Oh, look how filthy my holes are. I really should go wash them.
Oh no, you're a filthy mud pony now.
There's her cannon.
Stop.
Oh, Rarity.
Me. It's just...
Rarity.
It's just...
You're awful.
Next year's pst-w-er.
Oh.
Pst-w-er. Perfect.
Yeah. Oh.
Why, thank you, Pinkie. But now that you mention it...
That was wonderful.